Hi guys, we've had a busy day again. Mandy's done an awful lot of cutting back and I've been doing a bit of a burn up. We've had a bit of a fire again, about 5 or 6 days in a row. Have a look at this, all trimmed up around the back of the garage. Check that out, unbelievable. It's probably the first time it's ever been cleaned, cut up on the fire. So I'm not wasting the heat. And I fancy something spicy. So Mandy's inside making up a bit of a salad and cooking some rice. And I have got here 1 can of beer, 1 wok, onion, garlic, ginger, which has been frozen. We always freeze it and then you can just grate it as much you want. Some green chilies, a little bit of red chilli, loads of coriander. In this I've got some chicken stock with some tomato puree and a splash of vinegar. That's all that is. In here I've got some Naga chili paste and some mango chutney, and then some chicken wings with salt and pepper on. So I'm going to get the wok on to my coals because they're perfect. Wok on. I've already oiled up the chicken, so wok on. Wok on, let's get that nice and hot, and I'm going to just chuck the chicken in, stir fry that up, get everything else in, and we'll go from there, see how we go. Let's try and put you up here somehow. Don't know how, got no tripod. Try that. Is that okay? Probably a bit too far, but we'll try it. See what this comes out like. Give you some close-ups in a minute. Get that nice and hot. Chicken wings. Give them a bit of colour. We'll see how we go from there. Beer time. Gone surprisingly cold. It was lovely earlier. Haven't got much oil on them, just a bit. They are sticking a bit, but I'm going to get the stock in there. Throwing some heat out again. These coals been burning for like days and days, and literally this morning turned the coals over, chucked some wood on, up it went. smells lovely. Nothing like cooking, is there? It's a day's work, hard day's work. Gas mark 400 or something. God, the heat. That'll do for now. What a bit of scenery, eh? Oops, don't get the camera too close. Right, let's get some onions in there. Oh, spraying some heat out. Didn't put much oil in, that's why it's catching. That'll be alright though. Incidentally, years ago I used to be a chef when I left school, about 6 years. Just no money in it, so there's no point, but it's one hell of a thing to learn. So, Naga curry. There we go. Oh, hand this off. So, garlic, red chilli, green chilies, they just top off. We always freeze these because they freeze really well and you just take out what you want. And same with the ginger, just grate it. Perfect. Even with that. Don't want to overcook it, the onions, I don't want them burning. A little bit of colour, not a problem. I've just got a mango chutney in here and some Naga chilli paste, quite a lot. I quite like it spicy, so chuck all of that in. The mangoes for the sweetness, obviously the chilies for the heat and the flavour. Naga flavour is fantastic if you can handle the heat. So I'll chuck that in. I'm not going to waste this, I'll put a bit of stock in there, wash that out. Wow. Takes the breath away. So, tomato puree, water, chicken stock and a drop of vinegar. Maybe, I don't know, a tablespoon of vinegar, something like that. You can put it in and fry it up, which is what you usually do, and it evaporates off. But it will do the same thing. I'm going to put this in now. Hopefully it won't fall over. Wouldn't normally, but I'm going to put the lot in. Also, I've got loads of coriander, so I'm going to just chuck a bit in, because it's flavour. And the rest can go on at the end. Not waste any of this, get that off the spoon. Clean spoon. Give it a good stir. That's so hot, that's handle. Shouldn't need any salt and pepper because I put the salt and pepper on the chicken before I brought it out. Just put that on there. That's everything in it, apart from the coriander at the end. So what I'll do is I'll pop a lid on. Going to go and wash these few things up because I don't like contaminating, you know, a wooden spoon for instance had raw chicken on it now. So I'm going to go and wash that up, and I'll bring out a serving dish or something to put it in at the end, or unless I carry it back in like this, but I need to get a glove as well for this handle. So we'll let that come up to boil. I'll stick a lid on it, and you guys can keep an eye on it for me, please. Hopefully it won't fall over. Otherwise I'll be gutted. Right. Back in a sec. Keep an eye on, please. Oof, didn't fall over then, thankfully. One glove. And clean wooden spoon. Oh, that's not nice. You see, it's all improvised, this. It's all over. There we go. Let's put the lid on. What I'll do is cook that for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. maybe even less. I'll try and time it with the lid on. I don't know, I haven't got a watch on, so I can't really time it, but I'll know when it's done. So cook it down like that, hopefully it won't fall over, and then I'll take the lid off and try and reduce it down a bit. See what it's like. Okay, catch you soon, guys. Making me very hungry. Bye for now. Dead tree there, it's got to come down at some time. Got a chainsaw, but I don't think I'm confident enough to bring that down the right way. I know the farmer up the end there won't mind me having it on the road for a bit. Probably give me a hand actually, but yeah, it certainly is knackered. Hoping this apple tree survives. My theory is, because this is an orchard and that was a pigsty, my theory is that this apple tree, which is a cider apple tree, was probably used as feed for the pig. I don't know what apple tree this is, no idea, but most likely we had a drunk pig. That's what my thoughts here. Also got another tree there that's split. Don't know if you can see that through there. That needs to come down up here. And it's overhanging the road just slightly, so it's going to be a bit dodgy, but I'll get a ladder up, take some limbs off and bring it down piece by piece, I think. Not with the chainsaw, but with the saw. Not getting up on the ladder with the chainsaw. See how the napalm wings are doing. Oh, that's hot. Takes your breath away. These are going to be a bum burner. How about that? Hasn't had long. Came straight up to the boil. Incredible. Cooking onward. I've just popped the lid off, giving them a bit of a stir. Going to reduce it down. Well, these aren't going to take long at all. I'll reduce it down a bit and get the lid back on. We'll give you a tour of the old cottage soon. If you like what I'm cooking here, or other things, you know, if you like any of these cooks, then let me know and I'll try and do some more. No doubt this will be red hot tomorrow morning as well. Just push these white coals out the way and get some more sticks on. Aching now, but you know, no pain, no gain. It's looking good. Let's open the garden up as well. We've got the old LPG gas here. So, you know, resources like this, boiling hot in the garden, why use gas? Not cheap to fill up those. And you have to rent them as well. filthy. Look at the state of it. I'm hoping that I can probably jet wash it a bit better. Shed, well, it's a bit knackered, but it's been up 60 years. I mean, that's incredible. So I intend to sort that out a bit. Make sure that's alright. Yeah, that'll be okay for a bit. Windows have gone on one side. Windows on the garage have also gone. They've got plastic in there, which is fine. What I was thinking of doing is getting some more plastic. And maybe putting that in these, cutting the frames out and putting some plastic in there. I mean, they were probably good at the time, but you can see, pretty knackered. We have got power in here, but it's really mucked about the power. You've got leads going into here, and then I turn the light on and it blows a fuse. You know, it's got to get that done as well. Yeah, it's pretty knackered. That's pretty dirty. I haven't had any more moles in this garden. It's just that they've left such a mess. Not only that, but of course there's stones everywhere. They flicked up stones. And it's slate. It's great soil. When you've got moles, they say you've got very, very good soil, which is excellent. Let's give it a stir. How about that, boys? How about that, girls? What do you reckon? Get all these bits down, because that's all the flavour. This is so intense though, this is so hot. I mean, everybody says the fowl curry is the hottest curry, but I personally think Naga, unbelievable chili heat. These are cooking through nicely. Won't be long. I'll probably find they're actually done, but I'm going to reduce it down a bit. Grab a spoon, have a taste. Quite runny at the moment. Ooh, that is going to be hot. If you like it milder, you still have the same Naga flavour, but just put less in. I probably put too much stock in, but this has been cooking so hot. We cooked a jacket potato in here, or a few jacket potatoes the other day, but we threw one in last night and it cooked in no time. So much so that we were having roast chicken yesterday, so we thought we'll put some carrots in here, literally roasting the carrots, or carrots in some tin foil, little tiny drop of oil, salt and pepper, in here, under the coals, 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the very most. So we went and got the potatoes out, and we decided to do the same thing with the roasty potatoes, garlic and salt and pepper again. And they took maybe 35 minutes. Didn't video that, unfortunately, but that's fantastic. I mean, you know, if you've got this, I'm not going to, you know, use gas or use electric if I've got this still. It's a bit of a walk to the house, but doesn't matter. See the oil's coming to the top, that's a good sign. I mean, ultimately you'd like to cook this down so it's a very thick sauce, so you can pick the wings up yourself, you know, and eat them with your fingers. Don't know if I can wait that long tonight. I don't know if I reduce it down anymore, it's going to be seriously hot, but I'm going to reduce it. So. And smell-o-vision, if only, well, one day they'll have it. It's lovely. It smells really good. Let's keep that going. Hear the birds, lovely. Hear the traffic, but I think the camera picks the traffic up louder than it actually is. Certainly warm you up on a cold day, this would. But yeah, I hope to do some more cooking. Not always going to be on a fire, of course, like this. Ultimately we'll get some veg growing. We are going to get some chickens. Got a plan for the chickens. Just up the road here, Mandy's seen some very big eggs, all different colours, and we thought, well, if they've got a cockerel, as Mandy said, we could crack the eggs. We could crack the eggs and see if there's any like specks in there. And if there's any specks in there, then we know they've got cockerels, so we know we could possibly try and hatch them. But even if not, we'll just buy half a dozen and try it in this little hatching thing Mandy's got. Never done it before. Any tips on chickens? Great, but we're hoping to have chickens for not only eggs but also for meat. I mean, the way the world's going, the way they're saying that we're all going to be eating bugs and artificial food, not really my idea of fun, to be quite honest with you. I'll go vegetarian and grow my own, which is what we're doing. Mandy's got some beans. She's just got them planted out into summer house and some tomato seeds, and we'll just see if they come up. We've got a small little greenhousey thing that we'll try, and ultimately once the roof etc and the chimneys are done, then we'll with any luck we'll get a polytunnel. It's just a matter of deciding where to put it. I'm sure we'll do it and have loads of veg growing, and then we'll sell it at the side of the road if we've got too much. If we've got loads, then we'll grow some for the chickens, so they you know, we don't have to buy too much feed. Oh yeah, that's got some heat. Oh yeah, they're cooking. They're falling off. So they won't be long at all. Great use of wings, you know, they don't cost a lot. Of course you could do it with chicken breast, you could do it with prawns, you could do it with vegetables, you could do it with pulses. Right, I'll bring you back in a minute. Well, chicken is most definitely cooked through. Just reducing it down a bit. And it's hot. It is spicy. Grab a spoon. It's reduced quite a lot, as you can see. Do the same thing at home on your stove. You could chuck it in a slow cooker if you really wanted to. I do find with slow cookers though that the flavours after hours and hours, unless you lift them at the end with something like, or in this case, coriander or even a bit of fresh garlic, raw garlic in this at the end, like now, and then the coriander would be lovely. But you can cook it. You can cook it in a pot. You can cook it like this. I'm just going to have this with plain rice. Although mushroom rice would go nice. Let's get that up. I mean, it's very hot still. You can see it's cooked. You can see that's pulling off the bone, so definitely cooked. Especially the fatter parts of the wing. You can see. A lot of people don't like the fat, but it adds to the flavour. I mean, even those chilies you see me put in, they've just plumped up. They'll be lovely. You chop them up, you get more heat out of them. But if you actually put them in like this, whole, into a curry, just cut a line down them, then you can get the heat out of them, and it's warming. It's ultra spicy. But this curry doesn't need any chilies in it really, not with that Naga paste. It's unbelievable. It's like a Naga pickle that they use, and it's very, very hot. This is unbearably hot. I mean, this is a curry not for the faint-hearted. You can see there, chicken's most definitely cooked. Let's grab a little spoon, see how thick the sauce is. You can see from here. About right. Go really nice on rice. So, doesn't really need any fresh coriander, but I will put it in because it just, like I say, it just lifts the flavour. Let's have a little taste. See? Coat the back of the spoon. Nearly. Lovely. So I don't like wasting everything or anything, so we'll put the coriander in. Let's have it all. Just like that. I'll stick the lid on, take my tray in, and then come back out for the wok and hope it hasn't fallen over. And then I'll show you the finished product on the plate, and if Mandy's up for it, she can maybe taste it a little bit. Catch you in a minute. Right, finished product, we're done. Mandy, would you like to come and try this sauce for me and see what you think? In fact, there's a chicken wing there if you want it. Do you like a chicken wing? You've just had dinner, haven't you?
I just had dinner. I'll just try the sauce.
Okay.
Nice.
Hot.
Hot. But nice. Oh, yeah, that's hot.
Okay, time to eat.
Oh. No, that's hot.